Hey, Steven Jackson here, aka the Unstoppable Entrepreneur. Wanted to shoot you guys a quick video. Have you ever felt like you are not getting paid what you're worth? I know for me, that is why I originally started in business. I was actually it was after a failed family business, and I was tired of being broke, and I was tired of living on other people's terms. And so I said, if I'm going to be broke and miserable, I'm going to do it on my own terms. But I didn't know what to do. What's up, Mike? And I knew that I should get paid more. I knew that I was worth more, but I didn't know how to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. And so, number one, the first thing that you have to do, if you feel like you're not getting paid what you're worth, number one, you have to determine where you're at. You have to determine a baseline, okay? If you want to get a higher paying job, if you want to get a raise at work, or if you want to start kind of doing something on the side. So you have to identify, what are you doing now? Does it have a ceiling? How high is the ceiling? Look at the guys maybe who've been at your business 5 years longer, right? How much more are they getting paid? Is it $1? Is it $2? Do you see yourself there in 5 years? And what are they doing? Is it the same skill set that you're at right now, or are they totally farther advanced? And so you have to really consider those things and say, I don't want to be doing this in 5 years, or I do, and I see the possibilities, and I see the ceiling is much higher, and this is something I want to do. So that's the first step you have to do. The second thing you have to do is determine your root motivation. So why am I really doing this? Why do I want to get a better paying job? Or why do I want to get a raise? Or why do I want to start my own business? Okay, you have to determine why that's important, because you can have the reasons, look at the people who are in that other situation and say, I want to do that. I think I can do it. But why do you want to do that? Because if your why isn't strong enough, then you're gonna get into it, you're gonna go a little bit, and then you're gonna fade away. You're gonna fail quickly, or you're gonna put all this time and effort into it, and then in 2 years or 3 years, you'll have wasted all of that time, and you'll realize it wasn't even something that you wanted to do. How would that feel? I can tell you, it feels miserable, okay? So you deserve to live your best possible life. You deserve to not just have a good paying job, but have a good paying job and do what you love, whether that's being an employee or owning your own business. You still deserve to do what you love, because 60% of people who go to work every day hate what they do. It is the number one reason why people quit their job. And we live in the greatest age. We live in some of the greatest times to where you can find something that you love and you can be passionate about it every single day. So, number two, determine why you want to change, or why you feel like you deserve a raise, or why you want to start a new business. Is it just to earn more money? Is it just to have a little extra time? I mean, time is super important, but do you want to have more time to give back to your community, to be with your kids, to serve your family more, to maybe serve at your church? Whatever it may be, you have to find that root reason why. And there's some steps that we can help you do that. So that is super, super important. The third thing is you have to find your superpowers, okay? And I'm not just talking some things that you're good at, some things that you're okay at, even things that you're better at than other people. You have to find your superpower, okay? This is something that matches up with something you're great at, but also something you're passionate about. Okay, those two things have to go together. Okay, that is how your purpose is really formed. That is how you know I was put on the earth to do this thing, because it's a gift. It's something inside you that 99% of your friends can't do to the level that you can do. But number two, it calls to you. It's a passion. It's something in you that you just gotta follow. So when your passion and your gifts align, that is a superpower. And that's when the synergy happens. So that's the third thing that you have to have in place. The fourth thing, to get paid what you're worth and to finally get what you've been working so hard to do, and get that raise, or start that new job, or start your own business. The fourth thing you have to do is you have to have a winning environment, okay? And I'm talking a winning environment in everything that you do. Number one, your biological, okay? That's your health. And that's your mind. Okay, that's your mindset. Okay, you have to have a winning environment. So you wake up in the morning, you know that you're gonna drink a glass of water and get started off right. You're gonna read a journal. Whatever it is, you're setting that in motion. Number two, psychology. Okay, you have to have that environment set. Your psychology is like your identity, is your self-view, your self-worth. If that's trash, if you don't have an environment set up that you're a winner, that you're gonna crush the day, that you are going to be the best version of yourself, you're going to continue to live subpar. So you got to find a way. You got to find better people to hang around with, read better books, whatever it may be. But you have to fix the psychology, which leads into the third one, your social, okay? You are who you hang around with the most, okay? You got to change that environment, okay? You got to go to other business meetings, get yourself in other functions, whatever it may be. And then the last thing is your spiritual. This is the most underestimated aspect in business. Your spiritual is your heritage, where you came from, your past. It's mindfulness. It's your present. It's your future. It's the legacy that you want to leave behind. That all is tied into your spiritual. So you have to have your environments in place to get paid what you're worth in whatever way it is. Okay, so number one, you have to determine where you're at, what you're really doing. Are you going to be happy in 5 years continuing on this path? Okay. Number two, why do you want to change? Okay. Is it just because you want to get more money, or is it because you want to get more money and you want to spend more time with your family? And you want to be able to give back to your church. Whatever that is, it has to be something deep in you. It's got to be a why that's going to make you cry, okay? It's got to be something that drives you. Number three, you have to find your superpower to get paid what you're worth. How to find your superpower? Number one, you have to not just find something that you're good at, but something that you're great at, okay? That 99% of your friends can't do. Number two, it has to be something that calls to you. It's your passion. It's something deep within you that you know it's like, man, God put me on this earth to do this thing. So when your passion, okay, and your gifts line up, that creates your superpower. So that's number three. And number four, you have to have winning environments. To get paid what you're worth, you have to start crafting your environments, okay? When my family's business totally tanked, and I said, okay, I'm going into business for myself, I said, I don't care what anybody else is doing, okay? I don't care. I'm not going to live on anyone else's terms. If I'm going to be broke and miserable, it's going to be on my terms. I didn't have anyone else to fire at that point. It was all up to me. So I had to craft environments. I started hanging around the right people. I started spending money on things, investing in myself. You are the most important person on your journey. And if you can't take care of yourself, if you don't know that you're going to crush it, if you don't know, if you're unsure, then you're probably right. You're probably not going to do it. So I know that you can do it, but you have to know that you can do it. So you got to find the right environments. You got to get yourself in the right place. Get your biological, your psychological, your social, and your spiritual all lined up. If you do that, you will get paid what you're worth. If you want more information, go check out Rachel and I at unstoppablejacksons.com. Grab our book at unstoppableentrepreneurbook.com. Let me know if you guys have questions or comments. I'd love to hear your feedback.